All right, Anime Crew. I'm honestly going to keep this one under a minute. It's been a while since I watched it, and I didn't have much to say when I did. I'm going to rant about Son of the Carpenter, or The Carpenter's Son, or whatever it was called. It was like a Nick Cage biblical horror movie I watched with my dad Craig. Um, it sucked. I don't know. Going into it, I figured it kind of looked poopy, but it's basically just like a little bit of a realistic take, I guess. Nick Cage's character. It also stars FKA Twigs. I had no idea how beautiful FKA Twigs was. Of course, Nick Cage freaking shoehorns in a scene where they kiss. I know that was him. I know that was my boy NC, weaseling his way into the script writing room. Because it didn't even really thematically make that much sense. But, it's a story of, the Immaculate Conception and the sort of mixed emotions that the father would inevitably feel because he's like, I don't know if my wife was just cheated on me, or if it really is like that's the ultimate test of faith, and it sort of shows him eventually shunning away his own son and a lot of the darker sides of Orthodox Christianity as he ultimately succumbs to he like has an epic fight with Satan, and there's some commentary about like the nature of suffering and casting people away, exile when people are too late to fix, and all that stuff. But it's also all like trapped between a bunch of like really redundant scenes, a bunch of really corny like horror scenes that try to have like all this like spooky, crazy shock value imagery, and it just really isn't all that profound of of a story. It's pretty simple. There's just a couple of characters, and you're basically dealing with the same central conflict for the entirety of the movie of just like, hey, I don't trust our son. I do trust our son. Our son has superpowers. Audience knows he has superpowers. Son slowly gets pushed away, but, ultimately is going to come out on top. And it's just, I don't care. I don't even remember it that well, which is kind of the mark of a not so great movie. But yeah, whatever. Nick Cage, like the whole time, like it's so weird because like the characters were all speaking English, but it was like the way he was talking just felt so unbiblical. Like FKA Twigs has a British accent, but she didn't really show it that much, and like her voice fit right in. But it was something about the way Nick Cage talks that just felt so inappropriate for like a period piece. I think he's just a bad actor. I don't. Why did everyone hype? Like, is he supposed to actually be a good actor? He's just like past his prime now, or like outside of his niche, or has he always been a meme? Or is this one of those things where it's like those who know anything about acting know he's trash, those who don't like hype him up, or maybe is it just something like I don't understand it, or maybe this is just like one bad movie from me. I don't know. Is he like a meme? Is he? I don't know. What do you guys think about Nick Cage? This movie's not that good. All right, love y'all. Seriously though, FKA Twigs can act her ass off, and I don't use the word. I don't really throw the word like the phrase, I guess, extremely talented around much. But I was looking at some of her music videos. She is like an extremely talented dancer, as well as musical artist, as well as she acted her ass off in this movie. So FKA Twigs, I don't know much about her, but every single facet of my first impressions of her has been like absolutely dope. So FKA Twigs is probably really cool.